Yeah, it's just, some of the language in the New Testament referring to Jesus, like, you can see the same type of language in the Old Testament in reference to the God of the Old Testament if you do like a side-by-side comparison. But I think the hiccup is, Jesus refers to the Father, refers to his Father. And, he can't be God. But I'm sitting there like this, like, bro, first off, don't tell me that means that he can't be God. You already deny that he's a father. So you can't accept any of this. You can't accept any of this, period. Full stop. You can't accept none of it. Regardless of how you want to make the argument, you just can't accept it. Like, show us any prophet that tells you that he's going to raise you from the dead and that he's going to give you eternal life. Show me an angel that says this. Show me any creature, period, that says this. I mean, if it's not obvious, I don't know. It's just willful denial, and I hate to say it. It's a hatred of Christ. That's what Christ said. The whole world hates me because I testify that his works are evil. Alexandria wants to, say that we're rude, but, you got a brother Jay coming up here and talking about, well, I believe the Bible, literally the New Testament in particular, is a work of the devil. Like, if according to a Christian, that is the most satanic thing you could say about the New Testament. You're saying the New Testament is of the devil. That's what you're saying. But then you want to get offended when Christians want to say Islam is of the devil. But like you said, to her, you quoted scriptures that teaches a Christian.
Yeah, Matthew 16,
this is a false
21
teacher.
through 23.
Yeah, this is a false teacher. If you think it's like what Jesus said, if you think there's another way to get into the kingdom, you're a thief and a liar, bro. There is no other way but Christ.
See, Draco, I told him that you can't get mad at me when I say that Muhammad and Muslims are antichrist, because that's what our scriptures teach, right?
It's 100%.
So that's why I told him to go to Surah 5, Ayah 47. Where, it says, let the people of the gospel judge by the gospel. I'm obeying the Quran. And when I obey the Quran by judging by the gospel, I have to reject Muhammad. He's a false prophet, an antichrist. He taught a satanic religion. He denied Jesus' death by crucifixion and resurrection. He lied about his identity, his mission, and his message.
Well, you're Islamophobic because you teach the logical conclusion of the New Testament. Just know that.
Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, as I said, Islam is an inconsequential religion. It's the religion of Gog and Magog, enemies of Israel, as we see in the prophet Ezekiel 38 and 39. So there's nothing really good about it. No salvation in Islam.
Yeah, it's not about trying to be offensive to Muslims, but Christ said clearly, if you deny me in front of men, I will deny you. And for me to pretend neutrality, that Jesus Christ is not the creator of the cosmos, that all things were created by him and for him, and all things hold together in consistence of his power. Okay, sorry, but that's what I believe about Christ. He's the eternal word who created all things.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
And he proved himself. He proved he's the resurrection. And Islam wants to claim that it believes in the resurrection. Well, way back when, people witnessed, his resurrected body. We have proof that there is.
It's not only that, Sister Connie. He is, chapter 11, verse 25 of John. He is the resurrection and the life. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These Muslims who believe in the resurrection, that's not possible unless the resurrection is Christ.
Right.
I mean, if you think about it, That's the primary fundamental reason why the writings that we have today exist. They began to write this stuff down from the fundamental event that Christ was killed, he was buried, and then they saw him 3 days later alive, and then he fellowshipped with them, and then he began appearing all throughout. I would imagine he probably appeared all throughout Judea, even though the scriptures tell us that not everything was recorded in this book, right? But again, Jesus, over a period of 40 days, began to make appearances, and then if that's the claim of the New Testament writers, something that miraculous would start, you would see an evidence of this miraculous event. But again, the church in itself is the evidence of this event.
Right.